Yes, hello and welcome to Formula 11 Round 3 and Season 16 in the AOR Leagues. We're here tonight at China, in Shanghai, or Shanghai in China rather. We're here, Schumacher got his last victory around here in 2006 and Alonso went on to win the World Championship, unfortunately for him. The hairpin here, as you can almost see on the track. Best overtaking opportunity, probably. Here you can see a move done by Temp on the 2017 leagues here on AOR. He successfully completed that. Yeah, Herman Tilke actually made this track, would you believe? One of the better tracks he's made, probably, in my opinion. Some of the later ones he's made haven't been up to scratch in terms of entertainment. It's got some more facts there for you about hospitality areas. Yes, surrounded by water. Yes, the tires available tonight: mediums, softs, and ultra softs. Probably one stops here if people decide to start on the yellow old soft tires. You can then go into the mediums. I did that in season 12 and went on to win the race. Fabrizio Donoso with a lap record on the 2017 game, 1:31.3. Danny Beresny with a race time record, just under 45 minutes. Here's the track layout. 15 turns, 2 DRS zones, one of those start-finish straight as well as the back straight. But we're going to go on a lap on board here with NLR Evo.
This week we're on board with the Ferrari of Evo from the Xbox F1 League as he navigates a lap of the Shanghai International Circuit ahead of the Chinese Grand Prix. Starting his lap now on the rundown toward a very high-speed, swooping double right-hander of turns 1 and 2. Not an easy overtaking location, but we do expect to see some side-by-side action at these corners during the races this week. Try to open up turn 3 as much as possible in order to get the best run through turn 4 and inevitably turn 5 and into the very likely overtaking location at the hairpin of turn 6. Evo will be braking right around the 100-meter board and all the way down to second gear for the entrance and apex before popping back up into third gear for the exit in order to minimize wheel spin. Up through the gears on the short run down to my favorite part of the track with a high-speed left and then a slightly lower speed right, dropping from 7th down to 5th and hugging the inside of the corner as much as possible in order to open up the double left-handers of 9 and 10. 10 is a bit more open than 9, so carry that speed on to the medium length straight and down toward the heavy braking zone of turn 11, and also the DRS detection line at the entrance of turn 12, which along with turn 13 make up the most important corners on the circuit due to the extremely long straight that follows them. Understeer can be your biggest enemy coming out of these increasing radius corners, and proximity to the car in front will have a huge effect on your ability to overtake into the super heavy braking zone of turn 14. Well over 330 kph with the DRS open, Evo now spots his braking point just before the 100-meter board and slams on the brakes, downshifting all the way to second gear once again, but holding it for a bit of the exit before climbing back up through the gears towards the tricky final corner. Stab of the brakes and 2 downshifts are enough to get the car through the corner cleanly, and then it's a short sprint to the line, and that's a lap of the Shanghai International Circuit.
Booyah! Here's qualifying, which we missed because we're eating food here, and at the moment, Futia is on pole, current championship leader, by less than a tenth of a second. Cramps is really close to him, and then there's 2 tenths back to Squid and Max with all the 2 Ferraris. Oh, Futia going off a track, and still trying to avoid people. You got Meg, Nazem, Inyaldi, Jirian, SLI, Rindle, Joker in 11th, Skinner 12th, Tim 13th, reprimanded 40, 46, and Madison. That's the field so far. But they're all out for their final runs. Who's going to start on Ultras and who will start on Softs? So currently, the whole top 10 is on Ultras. Joker, the fastest person so far on Softs, but he's 1.7 off pole. Unsure of the gap between the Softs and Ultra Softs, but probably at least half a second. I don't know why Footyards came back in, he's not going to get another lap. So that's his qualifying finished. And this isn't going well. No, Cramps is out, see if Cramps can beat it. Cramps is just coming across the line. Not beating it. Not sure if Squid's on a lap here. Don't think he is. So we're going to go back to that Mercedes in the background. Which is Nadal, clearly on a fast lap. Coming around the final, no he doesn't, he pits. So, anybody else? Comes Maxwell, around the final corner, can he improve? He does, but doesn't move him up any positions. Crunch, crunch, crunch. So it looks like everyone's finished, apart from Cramps, who's the most important person. What? Just came straight in. And it looks like everyone's finished. So that gives me a chance to eat some more food. So on pole, it's Footyard, current championship leader. over cramps, and then Jerry Ryan. He improved last second, Jerry Ryan. Followed by Squid and Maxwell, Rindal, SLI, Menk, Nazum, and Hinyali. Round down the top 10, Joker, first person on the softs, but he'll get to start in a new set of softs. And looks like everyone else is on the ultra softs. Didn't scroll down there, but should be an interesting race. I remember in season 12 where I wasn't the fastest, but I started on softs and went to mediums and won the race. Got a puncture in the second last corner, but I had a big enough lead because of my strategy. Ended up winning. And Joker could be in the best position for that. However, it looks to be possible to start on ultra softs and go to mediums also, but they won't. They'll last maybe 3 or 4 laps shorter than the ultras. So while we wait, we can look at the championship standings. Here you go. Footyard currently leading by 10 points. And Nazem in third. Top 2 are the only ones with wins so far. Party Fix. There's 9 point gap back to 5th, so top 4 are kind of away from the rest of the pack. And you get people like Rindal and Jerry Ryan, who Rindal was on pole for Australia. Ended up not finishing that race, and but he got 5th last week, so and a couple of those names not here with us tonight. So formation lap currently still ongoing. It looks a bit misty. I'm not sure of the weather actually. It looks quite grey. So maybe we are in for some rain. So, current championship leader on pole. And they're all firming up now. The lights should be on any second. There we are, here they come. Oh, that was a bit laggy. Highlights in our way. Oh, the Haas got a better start. Crabs up into the lead, and the Ferrari diving down the inside of Fuyaz. Oh, and the Red Bull has been spun behind by the Force India, and there's a bit of a mess back there. But Cramps takes the lead over, and Squid second. Fuyaz down to third. Going side by side further back. Will the Force India go up the inside of Ferrari? No, nope. Force India and the Renault. Oh, and Tim has somehow already got a penalty. Two Renaults close behind. No, he's really up. Oh, he's going to be inside it. That's a tricky place to overtake, and that sent the other one, his teammate, wide. I think he's let him back through. Oh, they're going side by side. Doesn't matter if they're teammates. Party Fuchs and Skinner. Skinner, one of the reserves, actually. Back to the lead. Cramps. Maintaining the lead from taking the lead. Turn 1. Spread out a bit. Hinyaldo close to the back of Rindal. Let's look at the Force India goes a bit wide. Oh, it looks like Joker's starting on the medium tyres. That's why he's fell back a bit. Interesting ploy. That's Squid. Getting up closer to Cramps now. Too far back to get the slipstream. DRS will be active next lap though. And it still says Party Fox is making a move when he's not. Oh, it's a bit close behind that. So the Haas just sticks in front of McLaren. Whoa. Not close to the back. Look how Joker's doing on the medium tyres. Just hanging on to the back of this train. Well, however, he's already 13 seconds off the lead. And the people who've had problems at the start, Tim has already got a penalty. Menk, who is second in the championship, he's at the back of the field. Nigerian has had a disaster. From where? Back to the lead. And Cramps has increased the gap to 1.6. Oh, and Fuyad, the pole setter, making on for it. Oh, and Joker's got a 5-second penalty. That's gonna set his strategy back big time. McLaren right close. Oh, they're half scrapping out here. Reprimanded Skinner and Magnussen. Oh, the McLaren to the back of the Renault. Oh. Haas and Magnussen wide, letting the Renault through. There's moves going on. Down the back straight though. Looks like two Force Indias might have facilitated a pass, but here comes a Mercedes up the inside of Hinaldi. Nazem cuts the corner a bit. McLaren goes out wide. Has to sit behind the Mercedes for now. God. As Rindal has pitted, presumably for mediums. And as we now have the two Ferraris battling out for second. Oh, Squid has made a big mistake. And Cramps has got a 7-second lead. I don't believe it. Skinner's left the session. Cramps comes across the line to start lap 6. Yeah, the Ferrari made a mistake, which means he's fell back towards his teammate. And the Mercedes, who are now side by side. And the Ferrari will maintain the inside line and keep the position for now. Mercedes all over the back of Maxwell. Will he go up the inside? No, not. No, he doesn't. As Magnussen's making a move on Skinner, who's left the session. Cramps has a comfortable 7-second lead. These guys are now... Yeah, I did see something happen in the background here. Maxwell did spin it on the exit onto the back straight, and that's put him further back. And all their tyres will be wearing out, and Joker's making progress. And they're all sliding. Oh, and the Ferrari in the background spun. They're all losing grip on the ultra softs. Only if Joker hadn't got that 5-second penalty, he'd be in a better position. Joker's leapt all the way up to 5th as people pet for new tyres. Almost everybody's in. Only reason I could think why Joker started on mediums was the fact there might be rain coming later on. The Joker looks to be going a bit slow. The virtual safety car out, maybe. It might be on because nobody sounds like they're in top gear here. And it's a shame because I've got nothing on the graphics here. DRS has been disabled, so virtual safety car is obviously in effect then. Joker has decided to pit, so that's his strategy over. Or is it rain? More people going into it. Doesn't look like it's raining. It is! It bloody is raining. And that Joker serving his penalty. And that has saved Joker a bit. The rain. It must have come on all of a sudden because we can barely see any spray here. And now Joker is up the inside of Fuyad, who was on pole. And Fuyad's struggling a bit. I wonder how long Fuyad's been on those tires. Let's have a look. Fuyad's only been on a couple of laps, but it might have still been too dry for Inters at that time. So Cramps leads. He's second gap. Tyre strategies are out the window now. Nazem second. Hinyaldi in third. Parifux is fighting with SLI. Well, the first did he go up the inside? No. Too risky in this weather. Oh, a bit loose from the Renault. So those two fight now. Joker's still hanging on to Fuyad. As they start lap 9. And Cramps is maybe getting caught by Nazem. There's a bit of movement in the back of the field here. We've got Squid and Maxwell. This hasn't benefited from that rain either. So the two Ferraris once again having to fight their way back through after a disaster like Australia. He just makes a move last minute, but the Renault has the race in line and maintains the position. We might be dropping frames on the stream, but Evan's got it recorded. And Nazem, he's actually rapidly catching cramps. Well, Joker's still hanging on to Footyard, so let's go on board with Joker while I leave for a couple of minutes. Oh, here we are back. Joker still hasn't got past him, I see. Right, we're ready. It's getting wetter and wetter, it looks like, and Joker has fell back a bit. Looks like Maxwell has given up. He's a disaster. It's just became even worse and worse. The Cramps is slowly being caught by Nazem. And Skinner has now retired properly this time. Look at that move, maybe. Jerry Iron on Squid. These two should be at the front, nearly. The Ferrari hangs on. They would have seen this forecast in the race setup, so they may have changed their setup for a wet qualifying. And the Red Bull goes a bit wide and loses more time to the Ferrari. Rendell getting close to the back. Joker and has a moment himself, and may now not have the opportunity to overtake. With it raining, people may be able to manage their ERS better than in the dry because of the wheel spin and what have you. This isn't very good shot, is it? As Menk now close to the Red Bull, not the Red Bull, reprimanded the McLaren. He was going to get the run, but then had a moment himself, and now he's going to have to stick behind and wait for another opportunity as Jerry has retired. I don't know how that happened. We're down to 12 people now. Squad trying to close up to Madison. Rindal staying close to Joker. As everyone is now a bit more spread out. A bit closer this time, so we may be able to go for an overtake into the hairpin. He's just not closing him down enough. He says the closest ball on track. Force India's got a better run. There, Willie goes for a move. Has a look at the inside. Oh, Joker's scared by that. Goes a bit wide, but we'll have the racing line and the momentum. Rindal has to back off for now. Everybody's struggling. Will it get wetter? Even for wet tyres? Unfortunately, I don't have that information with me. Oh, he's broke a bit late! And into the back of Joker. He might have damaged his front line doing that. Could give Joker a bit of breathing space. Yeah, the current the pole sitter is in 6th place. Currently 34 seconds off the lead. So looks like he hasn't practiced any wet weather running. And he's paying the price for it. Or he got caught out by the strategy, obviously, and how quickly the rain came on. square away. Let's look at cramps out front. Has slowly been getting caught by Nazem in the Mercedes. Let's look at his ERS. Should have brought that up a while ago. Looks like Magnussen and Squid are battling out. And Squid's got past Magnussen. Oh, when he gets it squarely though, Magnussen might have the run back at him. Let's have a look. Squid around the outside. Hangs on. It goes a bit wide and everyone's struggling here in this weather. And loses more ground to Squid as Magnussen. Back to Rindal. It's caught back up to Joker. So Joker is using more ENS to stay away from Rindal. Rindal hasn't used any, apparently, but is now switched on for the straight here. Not sure Joker's using the same amount. Yeah. Oh, and Rindal has decided to come in for a new set of inters? Or is he going for wets? He's got a new set of inters on. Although they're not letting him go. Oh dear, Rindal won't be happy with that game glitch. So we're lap 17 of 28 and Cramps leads by just over 4 seconds by slowly getting caught by Nazem in the Mercedes. Vignali is 10 seconds off Mercedes though, and has a 7.5 second gap back to SLI. Party Fuchs getting a bit loose there. Is in 5th place, but he's 8 seconds behind Force India, so everyone really spread out. And Footyard, current championship leader, in 6th place. Menk, his closest challenger, is in 9th. Joker slowly going around, yes, slowly. Reprimanded. Oh, is actually catching Joker quite fast. And Party Fox is pitted. And so does Footyard. He's paid for wets as Footyard. Will they pay off? Or has he made a mistake? It only looks like inner weather, to be honest. He might have made a mistake. But we'll see. Currently 6 seconds behind Party Fox. Still a bit of a dry line going, so looks like Footyard was taking a gamble, which he didn't need to take. He's a championship leader, all he needs to do the same as Menk. Menk is on 11 lap old tyres. So is most of the pack. And Footyard is losing time to Party Fox. I'm just gonna hope there's more rain comes down. In fact, Menk pits. Does he get slowed down? I think he just did. And Squid, Party Fox, all go past. The yellow flag out there. If there was. So we also have Menk has been reprimanded. Came in actually. Didn't pit. He didn't go past before talking rubbish. And Footyard is losing heaps of time here. He'll regret that decision. Closest battle now Party Fox on Squid. As Nazem has gotten a penalty and that may put his chances of winning this race down the pan. Cramps has pitted from the lead, and so does Hinyaldi from 3rd place. Cramps will be faster on these new tyres as well, so it really looks like Nazem's messed his chance up of winning the race. SLI up to 3rd, but he's still got to pit for a new set, unless he's gonna try to get to the end, but those tyres will be coming to the end of their life, would you believe it? Party Fox closing in on Squid. In 8-ish laps to go. You can see Squid already using as much ERS as he can. And he's also short on fuel. Oh, but Party Fox has really turned it up. Oh, and SLI is spitting the pit lane now. 5-second penalty may well affect his position come the end of the race. Apparently Fuchs has made that move. Of course Squid is on old tyres. And Joker is now also pitted. And look, we've got a side by side and in the background here, this is Footyard and reprimanded goes around the outside. Of course Footyard on those wet tyres and he's putting tyres on the grass. He has lost so much time. That's Footyard. Big mistake. He could score 0 points. Cramps is your leader after Nazem's pitted, and he has a 5-second gap, and Nazem has a 3-second penalty. I haven't seen Cramps get a penalty, but yeah. Yellow flag for a second, but Magnussen has now got a 10-second penalty. Oh, and the yellow flag's Menk. Dearie me, the two championship contenders have had a nightmare today in 9th and 11th. Rindal has came into the pits again. I'm not sure if it's getting wetter or not. McLaren was a bit sideways, and up the inside goes Footyard. Footyard all of a sudden making moves, and Rindal has indeed put on a set of wets. And maybe it is getting wetter out there. He now seems to be catching big time on Joker. Joker, who is now on the back of Squid. Squid's tyres are absolutely ancient. Maybe. Oh, he was waiting for it to get wetter for the forecast, and he's probably going to pit this lap for wet tyres. Because Nazem is now pitted for wets also. And up the inside goes Footyard, does he? Not quite. Oh, and Joker has to back out and then duck underneath, and he's going for new tyres, and Squid also in for new tyres. Everyone now coming in for wets, but the leader Cramps has not came in yet, and you can hear the rain coming down. Oh, and Menk's retired. What's happened there? Oh dear. He might have lost it coming into the pits. Squid's got a penalty for crossing the exit line when he shouldn't have, so that's just further ruined his race. There's now majority of people on the wets. There's yellow flags out there again for someone. Squid's now retired, absolute raging. The top two have stayed out. And Nazem is catching Hinyaldi quite quickly. There is, however, only 4-ish laps to go. But Krabs has came into the pits. And where's Krabs gonna come out? Compared, oh, he's had a bit of wiggle. Oh, and the Mercedes takes the lead. Just. But Nazem has got a 3-second time penalty. And Cramps is only on 1 lap younger tyres. Will he know about the penalty? Party Fuchs now gets a penalty for cut corners. And McLaren just cut the exit line there. Will he get a penalty? No. It's all kicking off here at the very end. And Fuyad, who we thought drew in his race, is now making moves. If left, right and centre. Fuyad back up to the 4th. Unbelievable. The fight for the lead is ongoing, but Nazem has that penalty. Can you get a 3-second gap before the end of the race? Cramps now using all his ERS. Mercedes goes slightly defensive. These two, and Hinyaldi is 22 seconds behind. Fuyad may not be closing as fast now, so his wet tyres will be wearing a bit. Our DNFers are non-finishers today so far. Maxwell, Tim, Skinner, J, Magnussen, Menk and Squid. Championship leader Futiad in 4th place. Party Fuchs still on the inters for some reason. Maybe it was only heavy for a certain period of time, maybe he'll come back into it. But no, he's nearly lost the car there. And he stayed out on inters. He'll know everybody has wets on from his telemetry. But he has an 18-second gap back to SLI. Closest fight on track at the moment is for the lead. And Cramps trying to get past Nazem on track to take all the glory. Not sure if Cramps has a penalty, he might, you know. Don't know if I can look at the race director here. Oh, we can. So let's look at Cramps. He's had a warning, and that's it. He's had 1 corner cut warning. And Nazem has 1 3-second time penalty. And Cramps has fell back a bit. He doesn't want to fall too far back, or he won't win the race. As reprimanded is now right up behind Joker. Joker made a mistake and reprimanded. Was up the inside. Can No, Joker will maintain position for now. Oh, there's a bit of hesitation on turning. McLaren off the track. Joker maintains the position for now. And Rendell now closing in behind. Got a freeway fight here for 7th place. They will maintain single file for now. Party Fuchs still out on enters, is getting caught big time by SLI. It's about 7 seconds in the last lap. So at this rate he will catch him on the final lap. There's a lot of spray now. Party Fuchs will be struggling big time on his enters. Meanwhile, Rindal looking reprimanded. Oh, a bit of a moment, he's going to lose a lot of ground. Absolute heaving down. Can Joker hang on to 7th? A lot of wheel spin. Joker's already used 40% of his ERS, or 30% rather. There's actually percentage there if you noticed. Yeah. We're on to the final lap anyway. Can Cramp stay within 3 seconds of Nazem here? He needs to if he wants to win the race after penalties have been applied. He is doing enough for now. Oh, look back. SLI is catching Party Fuchs big time. He'll surely catch him. Meanwhile, Joker still maintains position. And reprimanded has got a bit loose there. And Footyard's got a penalty, but that won't affect them. They're side by side here for side of McLaren. Giving Joker a bit more space. Oh, they're still side by side. And it looks like Rendell stays ahead and Party Fuchs was retired. He must have crashed. Meanwhile, coming through the final few corners is Nazem. Cramps just needs to make sure he doesn't make any big mistakes. And Nazem round the final corner. Take the win on the track, but Cramps will win after penalties. Cramps wins here. Inyaldi has got big enough gap either side. He'll finish third. Footyard will finish 4th, probably still got the back straight to go. And it looks like everyone's spread out a little bit more. That battling has given Joker a bit of breathing space, barring any big look-ups into this final corner. Footyard is going to take 4th. Joker penalty might still be there in fact, and he might lose the positions. Unless, no, he did take it in the pits, did he? Oh, and that McLaren getting loose. Well, that's the race all over. Only 8 finishers here today. There's your podium. Cramps takes victory here today. After a dry to wet race. Oh. And so the results then. We have Cramps wins by 1.1 seconds after Nazem his 3-second penalty. And Yaldi gets the podium. Footyard in 4th place. SLI takes 5th after Party Fuchs crashed. 2 laps to go. Joker gets 6th. That dry tyre strategy went up down the pan after the rain came on. Rundle 7th, reprimanded 8th, Party Fuchs 9th is the first DNFer, followed by Squid, Menk, Magnuson, Jerry Ryan, Skinner, Tim and Maxwell. Well, exciting race it got there in the end when everybody pitted for wet tyres, but Cramps had it all sussed out in the dry to begin with. So that was round 3 at China. Next week we're at Baku, I believe, one of the more exciting tracks in the real F1 calendar. So that's all for me. I have an Imray RT147 and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.